Hey guys, I'm Kovius and I'm back with a new video on Napalm Grenades. You can unlock this from the Nightwave Syndicate if you've done enough tasks for them. And if you haven't been keeping up with the Nightwave Syndicate at all, then don't worry, it's still tradable, although you're probably going to have a difficult time finding someone to sell it to you. Because as it is right now, Nightwave is the only way you can obtain this mod, so people who have farmed for it probably don't want to let go of it. At first there was a bug with this mod where when you equipped it, it would turn your Secura Penta into a regular Penta. But they patched that today, so I deleted all the footage that I had and I recorded again from scratch to give you the updated video. Napalm Grenades removes impact and blast and replaces it with heat and pretty much doubles the base damage. The grenades will explode on impact and leave a small burning patch on the ground, similar to thermia canisters or the Molotov type objects that the Saturn VI fugitives throw. The fire patches last for about 5 seconds and there doesn't seem to be any way you can alter them. Maybe status duration, I haven't bothered to try because the damage is so low on them anyways. You can use Firestorm with this to expand your explosion radius a little bit, or Adhesive Blast so you could still manually detonate instead of explode on impact. Although you can still manually detonate while the projectile is traveling through the air. One more thing to note is Tether Grenades is incompatible with this mod, you just can't put it on. Oh yeah, and standing in the fire can do self damage, 5 shield damage per second. It's a nice way to trigger Ember's passive, and it can do a hell of a lot of self damage, careful not to kill yourself. But without further ado, let's check out how this weapon performs against some level 160s. And now a quick look at how I've got this modded. I do have a Riven with multi-shot, status chance, and critical damage, and the rest is just a simple setup. It can be a little bit tricky to mod this because after putting in your mandatory mods, you don't have that much room to play around with elementals. For a lot of these setups I have heavy caliber or vital sense, but you could also do a combination of elementals as well. And if you do manage to come across a Riven for this, then of course your basics, damage, and multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage, always good, but I would not overlook projectile flight speed. And if you have Napalm Grenades, I'd assume you have the Secura Penta and not just the regular Penta. So just taking a quick look at the Syndicate proc Sequence, aside from the AoE radiation damage, it also restores 25% of max shields. That could be pretty handy for a frame like Hildren. Now let's take a quick look at the pros and cons. Sequence, a free Syndicate proc, and high crit and status chance, meaning it will scale very well. Very good AoE and great damage. Oh, you see what I did there? And now for the cons. The projectile flight speed and the arcing is quite hard to master and limits your range. And the self damage can be quite a pain in the arse, even though you can take advantage of it with some frames. And the Pentas draw from your sniper ammo pool, which is the rarest ammo type. And lastly, this has a terrible ammo capacity of only 28. But honestly, just running around having fun with this weapon, blasting away, I haven't had any ammo problems yet. The only real issue I have with this weapon is the projectile flight speed. Like when you shoot at something and it moves, or you're firing at that target but somebody with a hit scan weapon already finished them off. It's a little bit depressing. But overall it is still a very powerful weapon and a lot of fun to use. I think this is going to put the Tsar out of business. Anyways, that wraps this up here. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe if you haven't yet. My name is Kovius and thank you for watching.